Starting off our 5 p.m. today, a registered pedophile is under arrest for the attempted sexual act on a child inside his basement. The suspect allegedly took the victim into his home and led her to the basement. His name being Lee Myhill, but his online persona username BrokeBusters being what he goes by.
If you guys remember the Roblox Smith community, then you most likely recognize the name Grocery Gang, who became popular through a YouTuber named Flamingo. There's actually a video about Grocery Gang that came out while I was recording this, so you can go check out Brian Seros' video for more information on that. Flamingo was also spotted recently playing BrokeBusters game because he had the welcome badge from his game, and this is why I'm bringing this up right now. A bit back, the news about one of the members of Grocery Gang, BrokeBusters, had been called out in cancellation doc made by 1x and Unknown. The original document was posted on the public of October 29th, 2022, with the same document being taken down and reported on the 30th. The original creators of the doc had made a copy and posted the doc again publicly for everyone to see, but it has been taken down again. You might be asking yourself, what did BrokeBusters do and why would I read a 29-page essay about him? To give you a simple answer, he had been called out for grooming, making racist remarks, along with harassing others via Roblox and more. I'll be explaining what the document went over and shortening it down for you all to digest. The first part of the document talks about Broke's girlfriend, Amy. Amy is a 15 or 16-year-old girl who's been friends with BrokeBusters for a while. Amy had made fun of a user who talked to them about suicide and self-harm, going even as far as to sending a proper way on how to cut themselves and posting their face multiple times in group chats to make fun of them. The way Amy gained these photos were through manipulation and giving a false sense of security for the person to vent to her. If that weren't something messed up already to start with, more comes within the document of the two. This part of the document, Suite 16, focuses on the main part of BrokeBusters showing repeating behaviors of dating minors who are 16 or have been recently turned of that age. In this section, one of the starting statements are, quote, broke, while generally being in the UK, of which laws mention the age of consent being 16, is nonetheless no morally correct. For age gaps that range 3+ years, that's only the bottom of what's about to be stacked up on it. In the paragraph after, they also said that a 20+-year-old man should not be, frankly, sexing a 16-year-old girl. And the doc says, quote, children should not make these types of choices, they are not ready for that, end of quote. The definition of a pedophile is a person who's sexually attracted to minors, and BrokeBusters, by that definition, is a pedophile. And I put in quotes, in theory, so don't get on me about it. He's attracted to girls who are not of 18 yet and are still considered children. Also, to add on, the person who was bullied by Amy ended up cutting themselves again and went to the hospital twice. I hope they're doing better now, and I wish the best for them, genuinely. Since people probably don't know, Broke and Amy are very much mostly like in a relationship with one another. The doc provides screenshots of Amy and Broke in games playing together multiple times, which wouldn't be weird on its own, but also a Spotify list under one of the two names, with the playlist being called Amy Lee, Im Lee, which is apparently their ship name. It's Lee Myhill, which is Broke's real name, and Amy's name. So apparently Unknown had confronted Amy about this, and Amy would quickly say they didn't know anything about it, but later then came back and said it was all a big joke. Haha. And my personal opinion on this is I wouldn't be surprised if he and Amy were dating. The way I used to see them in game so often was like really weird to me. She even turned 16 recently, which makes it seem worse. Also, they were showing having matching outfits on BrokeBusters' main account and Amy's account, so yeah, and I was shown proof of this, so. More or so over, if you don't believe Broke is a pedophile, the doc says you must admit he is a groomer, With even more overwhelming proof from the document his ex prior to Amy, a radical, would come out about how Broke had groomed her into being in a 3-year relationship gap when the receptant, aka his ex, was very uncomfortable about it, asking for a radical to stay with him. Also claimed by his ex that she had been flirted on before she had turned the age of consent, which is she would have been 15 and he would have been over 20. This part of the doc isn't too long, so I'll just put it in a quote. Statements made by Yahoo expressed to me at the time of this incident. Broke and several others were in a group chat that was created to get several of the users to stop saying racial slurs. The N-word to be exact. When they instead resulted to mocking Yahoo and making racial remarks to the point he left Discord for several months. The harassment via Roblox is funny too. Unknown Law says that she has never in her time of staying on Discord given out her full name except to BrokeBusters because they added one another on Snap. The harassment began around the September 22nd, 2022 after Unknown Law was blocked by Broke for just telling him she didn't want to be friends with a racist. 16 accounts with these kinds of racism, fat shaming, and projection was made, and more to count. Also, nobody gets the wrong idea. Princey and Mars are also in a poly relationship, and they're all over 18, so Unknown is not a pedophile or anything. Soon after the document came out, another section had been added called Harassment via Roblox Part 2, where a Roblox Smith, aka my friend Detective Allender, was harassed in their games, basically getting it called bad and multiple messages from BrokeBusters himself. Detective Allender even went as far as to apologize, and guess why this all started? Because he accidentally got banned because someone with a similar username said some stuff about their game and they got banned. And Broke just got really mad about it. Like, honestly though, like, he's literally a 21-year-old man getting mad over some kid insulting him on Roblox, and he's like trying to like get all up in Detective Alander's DMs, be like, yo, what's your problem and stuff, but he's literally like, I think he's like 22 now, I don't even know. There's more to add on because Unknown's Roblox account got hacked by assumingly BrokeBusters or one of his new lackey friends, due to how they bypassed the two-check factor and turned off the parental lock without notifying Unknown. The hacker also deleted Collusion and messed up Exism's Roblox game. The only person who would waste this much time and effort into this is BrokeBusters, who Unknown has obviously had a long history with. Now, drum roll, here's a long list of stuff they've done that's equally as important. Skip to the time on the screen below for Broke's response. Sigh. I had to read over 78 pages of BrokeBusters quote-unquote Exism Chronicles, aka the reply to Exism and Unknown's cancellation doc. I was told in-game after it came out that Brokes pulled an all-nighter twice. Like, dang, bro. Why? Why are you putting this much? Oh my god, like... okay. There's 3 sections to this document. First section talks all about the claims the cancellation doc has made on Broke. The second section goes over what Exism has done, and the third section going over Unknown, aka Koi. In summary, this whole document is projecting what Exism and Unknown have done, instead of going into more detail about the confrontation of this drama. Section 1. So this one needs some context beforehand. In the first document that Exism and Unknown made, there was a person named Woot, and Broke dated who claimed to be 15 but lied and was 13. In the section of quote Sweet 16, there was a silly little joke about how Wook and Broke were dating, and a screenshot of Wook defending Broke for dating someone 16. I got told by Koi, aka Unknown, that Exism is the one who wrote that, and in fact a goofy little joke to pull on his leg. In BrokeBusters' response to the whole Wootpad joke, he told an entire story of what kind of relationship they had and such, which I will not be going over since it is irrelevant. Right before he gets into the story about Radical, he says this: "How is it bad that an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old were in a relationship? Maybe other people in relationships have the age difference and even bigger. It seems a lot less wrong when Tipsy, a 14-year-old, was flirting and trying to date Unknown, 16, and she willingly recuperated. Weird, not gonna lie." First of all, let me put in my input real quick. Unknown has like literally W Riz. She's got 2 girlfriends who are both over the age of 18, so why would she want a 14-year-old girl like BrokeBusters would? So I'm just saying. I'm going to summarize section 2 and 3 because it's going over Exism and Unknown, not as much to himself. Section 2 is about how bad of a person Exism is and whatnot. Boo hoo. Like, I think we all know Exism isn't the best of the bunch, but go off, I guess. I'm not going on about what he did because we all know and it's no secret. And he's a little racist, so we're gonna skip that. So section 3 is all about Unknown, and I'm going to go over this in more detail because I'm her friend and obviously have the inside scoop. The opening statement for this is: Koi, aka the kid, she acts like one more than an adult who loves to self-victimize herself over everything, is different story to Exism. While she's not as destructive as her counterpart, she's still as disgustingly pathetic. It's funny how she's frantic over how her name is being public now, even though she was leaking my full name everywhere she went. Here's a photo of her in the group chat with her friends who were exposing my personal detail, and look at that. She's even affiliated with Zorny. I don't think I need to explain what Zorny has done. You can find out about that yourself, but just know Unknown's Law has an affiliation with them. The screenshot provided is literally one with him in the group chat along with Unknown not being the group leader. It's not Unknown's fault that she was put into a group chat. She could have been easily avoiding Zorny or just affiliates. Not like you were any brother broke. A part of the section also mentions how she's a quote-unquote pedophile or something like that, and showed underage minors NSFW, but the only proof given is Mechbot saying boobs in one of Unknown's posts that have nipples showing through a shirt. So, bro, get this dummy out of here, bro. What is this buffoon baffling about? Oh my god. Sorry, it's not borderline NSFW. It's called having a body. The whole NSFW account actually never had anything on it except for one tweet saying she'll never use it. So, yikes. All the rest of Unknown's drama that Broke likes to add in is him projecting himself onto her being a pedophile. LOL. There is a third document made by Unknown, but the document is just defending herself. I suggest you check it out, but I will not be covering it in this video. Also to be mentioned is BrokeBusters was a part of Injustice League, the Injustice League group, and if you do not know what that is, they were a whole bunch of bad people in an echo chamber basically doing bad stuff, copying games and whatnot, I guess harassing people and stuff. I forgot a lot about it since I was informed about this about a year ago, so I would also like to mention in this video that BrokeBusters has said some foul stuff to Leech, who was a victim of grooming from multiple people, and I'm just baffled because BrokeBusters should definitely know better than that, but I guessed wrong. So, and the last thing I would like to mention, I'm just gonna add the screenshots here, is that a radical actually reached out to me, or more in a way, we were put in a group chat with Olivia, and I was told a lot of what happened. It was the same thing put in the doc, but more into detail. So, thank you so much for watching the video. I just wanted to get this out because someone informed me that Flamingo was perhaps making a video on BrokeBusters, and I did not want that happening. And someone messaged me being like, you need that video out as soon as you can. So this video will probably be posted on Friday, 8 p.m. EST. If not, then I'm sorry. If it is, then thank you for watching. So I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Hi, this is Nofia. I finished editing the video. It's about 4:34 p.m. on Friday. So I just wanted to say I haven't been having a good week, so this video is really bad, but I'm probably gonna take a break for a bit. Not surprising, I don't post that much anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but my birthday's coming up soon too, so yay! Happy early birthday to me. Like I said, thank you for watching and goodbye.